Hi there. This will be a tutorial on how to do Shan U skip too. So obviously you can see there's Shan U over here. And if I enter, then obviously the fight starts. But you can, there's this big trick cutscene trigger, but you can actually jump over it, which I'll first demonstrate. And we skip through it. And this allows you to, during the first visit, be able to enter the throne room early. And obviously, this has several chests. This has 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 8 checks you can do during the first visit of Land of Dragons, as opposed to having to go through the entire second visit. You can also just leave the world right now, and the game will still work fine. Or once you complete this, you can just go straight through to the cutscene trigger and fight Shan Yu as normal, and you'll have still gotten all those checks. Now, I showed you how to do it, but let me try to go more detail. So, you want to go to like this. A lot of people try to go to like the very top step, but the trigger is like right there, so it's a little scary to do so. There's actually quite a bit of leniency to this trick as far as height goes. So I'll just go to this step over here, and the minimums is there's 2 different ways. You can do this with doing master form twice, or you can do final form and master, like I just showcased there. So I first show you the final form and master method because it's a little easier. Because you don't have to be as precise with your aerial dodges. So with this minimum for this version of it, you do final form and master form. Obviously, typically you want to have a reflect. You can do it with other spells. It's just a little more finicky, a lot more difficult. I have high jump. It doesn't matter for this version. I have aerial dodge level 2. You only need aerial dodge level 1 for this to work in master form. Is also level 1. So, is there those level 1? So, you only need those stuff for it. So, you'll need the final form. And you're going to jump, and then at the peak of your height, you're going to revert an aerial dodge immediately. So, you'll be seeing this on my controller. I did this incorrectly. I'm going to jump, peak of your height, revert, aerial dodge, and then reflect. So this reflect is to stall you in the air while you go into the pause menu, because now I'm out of drive. You're going to use drive recoveries. Now, in the normal pool of randomizer, there's 1 drive recovery, 1 high drive recovery. In the seed, I have 3 because I just got them. And if you have 6 drive gauge when you're doing this skip, you only need to use a drive recovery, normal one, when you're doing this method. If you only have 5, you typically need a high drive recovery, but in this case, I have more than 1, so I can use just 2 drive recoveries. And once you restore your drive, you're going to go out and then go to master. And you're going to reflect, and then revert, and then aerial dodge. Now, it's a little tricky to get used to. And you might be a little flustered with the fact that master form might not be the only form you have other than final. But if you want to make it consistent, you can always just hit up twice whenever you go into your drive menu, and it'll always be master because it's always the second to last. If you have final form, at least. If not, then it'll be at the bottom. But it's just good to know what you have when you go into it. Or you can preset which form it's on prior. So, let me show that again. Final form. Jump, revert, aerial dodge, reflect. Drive recoveries, master form, aerial dodge, reflect, revert, aerial dodge. Now, that's the final form method, which is significantly easier because, and now I'm going to show you the master form method, which the minimums for this one, I have high jump and aerial dodge level 2. I've done this with high jump level 2 and aerial dodge level 1. It may be possible to have a level 1 of both ability. I have not done it myself because I've just not had an opportunity to. But it might be possible, but just to be safe, usually have either. And so my master form obviously is still level 1, so still level 1 aerial dodge from there. So the way you're doing this is you jump, aerial dodge, reflect, master form. Doing the same thing you did before at the end, except now you're doing it a little differently. So because I did it with just master form, regardless of how much drive I have, I will guaranteed only need to do 1 drive recovery, and then the ending is the same way. So that's how you do it. However, it is a little harder to do the double master form because you're going to need to, every single time when you revert out of it, and it's a pretty small frame window to be able to immediately aerial dodge out of it. You kind of need to almost slide your thumb across from the confirm button back to the jump to aerial dodge, or you can time it. I just time it out. I don't slide it. But so it's a little harder because you have to do that more than once, timing that. And if you mistime it a bit, then sometimes you might not get enough height, and you'll hit the trigger. But just to show you how much leniency there is in height, I'm just going to do this with the final form method. I'm at like the 4th stair from the top. But no, I've been able to do that before. I messed up, unfortunately. I'll do 3rd stair from the top just to be sure, because I don't want to keep messing this up. Oh, I'm messing this up. This is a little awkward to do right now. But go up here. I'm losing it on the last one. So like I said, there is some trickiness to getting the revert into the aerial dodge out. And also aerial dodging immediately from driving. Oh no, that didn't even go to the correct direction. That didn't even get my input. Okay, this is a little awkward. Okay, that was from like a lot lower, and I was able to get it. So that was like almost perfect of execution there, but doing it perfectly and doing it from all the way down over like this many steps down shows you roughly how much leniency there is to do this. But that's about it. That's all I can really show, but hope this tutorial helps in your quest to skip a fight. Thank you for watching.